Started. Welcome everyone, and welcome to the World Refugee Day 2020. Welcome. It's, so today is June 20th, World Refugee Day. My name is Omar, and I'm the founder of the Refugee Dream Center in Providence, Rhode Island. And I think today is a unique day in the sense that we are celebrating World Refugee Day in the midst of so many world events happening, especially in this country. Yesterday we celebrated Juneteenth. If you see our social media postings, the Refugee Dream Center declared it a public holiday, that no one should be working, no one should be doing anything, just celebrating. That is because we wanted to send a message to show that refugees are not spectators and it is not an us and them event. And we cannot just overlook the importance of Juneteenth, because personally somebody like me or even every other refugee might not have been able to come in here if Juneteenth didn't happen. So the fact that Juneteenth happened yesterday and today we are celebrating the World Refugee Day, it's a big opportunity for all of us globally, but nationally, to reflect and celebrate, but also give thanks to everyone who facilitated the support and the opportunity for refugees to regain their lives. And we decided to create this theme for this year as the interstices of refuge and race, or in other words, it means the intersectionality between refugees and racial justice. What this means is we wanted to make sure, we wanted to create a platform where refugees do not think we are just spectators, or we are just, it is an us and them syndrome. Like when race or issues of race happen in America, it affects only, let's say, Black people or refugees who are from the African continent. It affects everybody. You look at the rallies and the protests across the country, probably you see more white people attending. This is because it matters to them too. So one person, two people, a few people doing bad things across the country does not in any way, should not allow a situation of us and them. So I wanted this theme to strengthen the notion, to energize refugees to be engaged in civic activities in the country, to be engaged in issues affecting them, the issues of race, equity, economics, everything that affects individuals in this country. Because that way, if we do that, then we are helping ourselves, but we are helping others within our communities. We will not forget where we came from, especially the refugee camps. That is home. Refugee camps became home for people for 10, 15, 20 years. When we come in here, that is a home that we can never forget. So continuing to be active civically in this country is a way of enduring the importance of remembering those people. We also came to this country without anything. Some of us came to the states or cities that we are in right now without even knowing the names of these cities until we arrived at the airports. So these cities, these homes, these states, and this country is our home too. And it is going to be home for everyone, especially individuals who are born here, our children, our children's children. Some of them will never know or will never visit their home countries or countries of origin. This is as home as it is home to Donald Trump or anybody else. So we should invest as much as we can, our energies, our intellect, our resources, our passion in changing the needed changes within this community. So that is why we wanted refugees to recognize the importance of race and racial justice and issues affecting everyone within this community. In doing so, we are also thankful because without the services and the recognition and the support of the United States, we would not have come to this country. We would have been in camps. I would have been probably in a camp for 13 years now, because I came to this country in 2007. Isabel, who is our case manager, was in a camp for 17 years. She would have been in a camp for probably 25 years now. So that's just an example to see how this day is also an opportunity for us to be thankful. We are opportune to be joined by Congressman David Cicilline. He is one of the front persons in fighting for immigration and refugee rights in Congress in Washington, D.C. He stands with us, he reaches out, his office is always in communication, and he makes sure that refugees are supported at every bit and opportunity. A classic example is the fact that recently the TPS situation of the Liberian population across this country has been taken care of. And Congressman Cicilline is one of the 4 persons together with Senator Reid and others nationally to ensure that this happens. So we have a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to be thankful for. But I just wanted the emphasis of what is happening in this country for us to understand that there is nothing about us and them, everything about fighting for equal rights and equity and social justice is our problem too as refugees. I spoke with somebody the other day, he's from another continent, he's not an African. I said, we'll be talking about the interstices of race and racial justice and refugees. He said, well, I'm a refugee, but I'm not familiar with racial justice. I said, that is why we should be talking about it. We should be talking about it because it shouldn't be until it affects me. It should be everybody's issue and everybody's problem. We talk about issues. We at the Refugee Dream Center, we will ensure we continue to emphasize on these issues of race and issues of equity, to make sure that our clients and members all understand these things and participate in civic activities. I've had individuals, especially refugees who have green cards or who are not citizens yet, be afraid to join rallies. Don't riot, don't destroy people's properties, but it is okay to rally. In fact, that is a welcome undertaking. You are okay to participate in civic activities in this country. That is the essence of American democracy. So you can go and join rallies, protest, even speak out. The way people spoke for you, the way people stood for you, the way people supported you. One word, one voice, one sentence is not too small, it's important. You are making a difference if you do that. So don't be a spectator, just always remember this country, the population, the people around stand with you and are supportive. So I did not want us to celebrate World Refugee Day in exclusivity, in exclusion of race. It should be intertwined. It should be something connected this year. As we speak, there are 26 million refugees worldwide, registered or non-registered, across the world, in refugee camps, in urban slums, people suffering, displaced because human beings made them suffer. And you tell me how that is different from racial inequity or a police officer killing a human being in broad daylight. That is not much different. It is because these people are seen to be less than equal or to be less than human. That is why they are driven from their homes. And today, 26 million, that would be probably one of the biggest countries in the world. And that is the number of refugees. If you do not count individuals who are stateless or individuals who are displaced across, internally displaced in their countries, meaning the numbers are close to 80 million. So we have a lot of work to do. Love, social justice, equality and equity, and abandon hate, eliminate crime, and the issues that affect the reason why individuals are displaced in the first place. I see the problems of race, especially Black men in this country, in many instances, similar to what drives refugees out of their original countries. So we have a lot to be thankful to, but a lot to stand for. So on that note, I want to welcome everyone from afar. I see that people have joined probably even outside this country on this Zoom to celebrate this August day with us. It is a beautiful day to celebrate. But every year we celebrate it outside our office, a public event where everyone celebrates food and music. But today we are doing something similar, being joined with friends and colleagues from across the country and across the world. And most importantly, with a congressman who is so busy and having the time to stand with us to make a powerful statement. So we are very, very grateful and thankful. We wanted to recognize that. We wanted to also make sure that we see the importance of what made the Refugee Dream Center successful. We cannot do anything. We wouldn't have been able to do anything without the support of our staff, without the board members who are present here, without the extreme support of volunteers who come in every day and every minute, even during COVID, calling to find out what they can do virtually, how they can teach refugees English virtually. That is the kind of support we are faced with right now. Extreme and tremendous amount of support and camaraderie. That is what the Refugee Dream Center has within our community. That is social capital. That is social support. And we are grateful. We wanted to make sure that is emphasized. Our colleagues in the refugee community, I will not even say clients, every refugee in Rhode Island across this country is a colleague. We went through the same challenges, unique to each individual, but the challenges are very similar. Being displaced and facing discrimination and challenges and fear and hopelessness and depression and stress, and then being resettled and given hope and the chance to rebuild your life and the chance for a second life. That is the beauty that befell our lives as refugees. And we cannot be more thankful than to anyone than the United States of America. So I just wanted to emphasize how grateful we are again. So